Fastest start. Fastest start in the West. Here we go. Didn't have time to go to a different VM. I'm still on EaseVM 2, and also this other VM, the higher size. The user and host name wouldn't be that VM specific, because generally any VM create will be a fork from a basic version of that VM. I say fork, clone. You can say copy. So because a basic version of the VM is being cloned and copied, so I don't have to install Arch. It'll just be VM at I forgot the host name, but it'll just be user VM. Just like on my Windows VMs, it's the same. Random email account. It's just cloned for all the VMs. Maybe I can edit the host name. If I remember to, but otherwise, anyway. So I did stuff, I'm gonna open up my website twice here. We're gonna edit Pygame. This 252 lines of code. No, actually no, it's not 252. It's way less. I wish my client can do math. 164 lines of code is what's here. I think that none of these were good enough, I guess. Also, I forgot about this stuff, but I'm kind of pretty concentrated on my editor right now. If I get hey, I wanna go faster. Like, I'm pretty motivated to edit stuff. So basically, the stuff I did, I was gonna open my to-do list. I should have closed it, but whatever. I'll say I did that for rendering, even though I didn't. Because I don't know, unnecessary rendering stuff. So I'm actually gonna have to get the file. I'm calling the editor E. It's just gonna be Ace's editor, I guess. So so now we have it. I should have checked to see if I had a file named E beforehand, but I probably didn't. It's weird because my Vim is alias to E anyway. So now we're sitting at 320. So some stuff, a lot of stuff was added. So I can't run it. I'll run it next time. Once I basically all I need to do is log in. I was messing around with FFmpeg. FFmpeg is pretty cool, but of course I would say that. Window size, we got some colors. It's pretty mimicking my web version, except there's a lot of stuff. There's some stuff I need to implement. I think mainly. So this is why I wanted to do. I'm gonna spam my to-do list here. Oh, also, this editor is mainly gonna I don't know. The way I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna have to be dealing with a lot of hex. Like, my brain is gonna be rewired to understand hexadecimal. Is it hexadecimal? Rewired to understand hex. The base, not the colors. It's obviously using RGB, but my online uses hex. 255. Is that RGB? It's probably RGB. So I'm gonna have to do some software translation. Basically, on my shift layer, which luckily or unluckily, I literally have to, in Pygame, I literally have to create a shift map here. Because I can't grab the characters themselves. I have to create that shift map. And then right here, I check if mods and kmod shift was pressed, and if it is, then I swap the key in the shift map. Luckily, even though my keyboard's pretty weird, everything seems to be okay for now. So I guess built into the editor there will be underscore will be a mod, so that the characters 531 get replaced with DB9 and 246 get replaced with ACE. The hexadecimal, like it'll how do I explain this? It's not the letters. They wouldn't run the commands like change or delete. They would what's it called? I also gotta keep track of check this. Okay, this inquires. So this is actually kind of good. This is not. Butter is actually pretty low. I might do a long term for butter here. That was so difficult to type out. We're still at 10K here. I'm expecting to be climbing pretty soon. Jam, pretty good. At a 4-4. Just grab it and close. Same with this. And what for this is on a fast rise cookies. We're gonna temporarily grab that. And we'll do long term here. I'm hoping it goes down again. I think it's gonna go down again. We can sell here. Grab there. This is long term. This is actually I got it for a bit cheaper, I guess. And we sold SBD. And this is on a slow climb, but it's a little bit weird. Cereal. Yeah, maybe. Um, also I enable this. Just in case I lose track. Around 97. Fine, I'll go with cereals. Thank you. No, I believe it'll go back up. I believe. I didn't just lose 3%. Nope. Fast rise. Anyway, my editor. So. Oh, guess I knew it would get back. Still going strong with cereals. One thing for sure that I need is that I don't have. Actually, I can edit a file like that works. But one thing I can't do is for one line numbers. So my editor has options to put in code. I think the way I'd probably do it is there would be like once I get a basic version of this editor done and I'm using it, and I'll probably be using it without line numbers for a bit. I'll be using some version of it. I'll try to make it as modular as possible still, but I just want it kind of functional-ish right now. And I wanted to do function stuff is important. That'll be done a lot later. So actually, this current editor has a cool feature that I didn't really like. Why haven't I done this before? So you got like normal returns and return heavies. Basically, for example, if I were to hit enter here, it would go to the end. I don't know why it did that. Normally, doesn't it auto end it? Okay, well, it does that, and then of course, capital enter does nothing, cause yeah, it just doesn't. For here, if I were to hit enter, if enter after that, then it would do that. But if I hit capital enter, it would still do that. Like, missed out functionality. What if I'm here and I wanted to end up there. You know, there's keys. You know, small things like that. But I shouldn't be too focused on that stuff. I just wanted enough. I definitely need a visual. I definitely need copy and paste functionality. Don't know how I'm gonna do that in the editor, but um, um, honestly, one thing I could do is I could organize these functions. Uh, basically, basically, these functions don't rely on each other. Uh, there's just so many ways. There's it feels like an infinite number of ways to make an editor, and also like I don't know how to explain it. Um, I'm just trying to think of like the minimum required to do this. Um, a visual line for sure. This is actually kind of insane. I'm making so much. like 100k, 200k, 300k, 400k. Alright, plus 200k on just the ones I can see here. And here. Right. Positive. Well, actually not that much, but maybe 50k. Or, well, this one I lost out on a lot. But it'll come back eventually. Dude, what is this? What is this reaching? How much is this? Okay. I think this changed. Ooh, twice here. Fast file serial. I might saw there. Oops. I think that's a mode switch, I think. Yeah, it's a mode switch. It was big enough. Whereas vanilla wasn't. So basically I had to fill out minimum requirements, do that, and then with this editor, I can improve the editor with the editor and all my other software, like client and any other integrations, and also with this editor. I wanted to have like integration with my server or scripts, or if not, then I'll have I'll have what's it called? Client be responsible for the scripts, kind of. Just bringing the scripts down from the server, but there'll be functionality with the editor. It assumes there's like a file, and then it reads functions from the file, and can do its interpretation, organization, fuzzy find, a whole bunch of stuff. I could do a search, basically, like how my online editor does it for now. Uh, and do more and more complicated integrations of it. Versions of it, and be able to swap them out and test them. I guess the editor itself, right? Okay, it's definitely done. It's hard to tell. It is hard to tell as well, but um, 100, 200, 300, 400, 580. Okay, we're going up pretty fast still. Um, oh, this might be going towards the resting value, I guess. Oh, the editor itself. Okay. I guess I could go function by function from the top. I think it's like most fundamental, so that's why the string right here is first, because it's used whenever a file is read. As you can tell by the next thing, arguments can be passed to the script, just like this. Specifically, only one arg, the file name, so directory. I don't know. Maybe cool to do multiple. A directory, stuff like that. Basically have a window manager instead of Pygame. Window manager of editors, but I might just do one window for now. And I saved a copy of a very early stage of the editor in case I need to do testing of multiple editors within the same Pygame instance. If there's anything that needs to be redone, I can adapt this code. But for now, multiple file editing, it'll be like Vim, or the way I use Vim right now. I know Vim has some splits and stuff like that. Just right now, just open up multiple terminals and just edit each file on its own terminal. I guess as you can see right here, is different than not this one. I should minimize it, I guess. But this one, these two windows. So here, I created in class, yes, to be able to, or in a kind of JS way, uh, basically, I think with the struct, does JS have, with like, hold on, I would have to open up my GitHub, but basically, not a struct, maybe JSON, but not, what's it called? Not a dictionary. A key value pair. Is it actually just called an object? Well, basically, for you to like quickly do the position, you can set the x and y. You can get the x and y just by dot x and dot y. Pretty simple. But when building the editor, it's really you really have to be transitioning back and forth between how convenient one-based indexes and how convenient zero-based indexes. I haven't decided which one's fully better yet, but I could do both versions. It doesn't really matter. It's just a convenience thing when thinking about it. So for example, right here, anytime I pass in y, dot y here is one based inside the object, but whenever it's received as just dot y, it's -1, so it's a zero based. So that way it works. So that way there's no index thing. For dot y, for example, the initial values you can see they're set as basically the first character, first line. And for example, if I were to do x equals 1, this is an example of me setting the one based index to 1. And I have to do that because you can do like 0 or 1. Oops. I thought I opened up client. So let's try to find. How do I find? I might have changed all the spots where I set the 0 index to 0, but is there anything? Nah. Okay, so I temporarily moved it, but let me go back up. So space, treat it as an actual space character. Self-explanatory. So eventually, I'll change the code so it's one or the other, or both, or whatever, and I'll develop on one or develop on the other, or develop on both. doesn't matter. You got the Pygame line draws function. You got the box, which I can't show visually right now, but it also needs to be adjusted, but I don't really know. I think this is a mode switch. And I think vanilla is also in a mode switch. These two might not be mode switches. This might be in a mode switch. Nothing's climbing here. Yeah, this is a mode switch for sure. The one that's still climbing is Serum. NSPD, but not consistently enough to where I'd grab it. It's not fast enough. You got your... So there's two different ways to display here. You can display an array in an array. And in there... Or well, you can display strings. Like an entire string at once. In an array. And it would probably still work. Or you could display a split version of that. Where it's basically... if you can look back to that string to array function, you basically you can also look at the way insert character is done, where it sets this. It's like the difference between it. It's whether the line is joined or not in the array. Here you got a quick replace character, you got delete character, you have X, you have skip insert, which is basically the A key, so where you just jump forward one. I only use it in Vim because if I were to go to the end of a line, let's say I wanted to go into insert mode after the question mark, it didn't work. So I went to the end of the line, started typing after going into insert mode, it didn't work. So what I normally do is I press A instead, which will automatically take me to insert mode and go to that, go after the question mark. This might be a mode switch. Climb faster. Jam is actually pretty good. I actually want to kind of keep track of it. Sugar as well. Sugar. I think this is actually still climbing, actually. um, new line indent. So here you got your JavaScript and your Python. Um, I think it works pretty well. You have your return, which calls it. It's basic. You have your return heavy, which doesn't call it, which basically sets you at the bottom, which I was talking about earlier. You have return when you're in insert mode. Um, wait, does this mean you can do this in normal mode? Oh no, this is O. This is O. Yeah, this is for O. That's why that's there. This stuff is changing. I think some modes are being switched around here. I'm almost at 1,000,000, I think. Past a 250,000. And I still got what is that? 200 minimum. So I'm at 500, half a mil. Plus a bit extra. This vanilla is weird. I don't think it's. I trust that it's on a high enough climb here. This is still going strong though. I kind of want to do more because the cookies don't really mean much, I guess. Sugar might still be going up. I still don't have splitting the list. Right. That's just translation. Got the heavy version of it. Got the ability to tab in and tab out. Um, the I don't know functions. I guess I forgot where to put them. I guess you got basic movement. I thought about moving this to separate functions, but since this all of these are one line anyway, I think this looks nice. So basically, I don't have to like go around and see like basically based on my previous experience at editing, what I would do is I'll search for function normal to see which key and what it does. And sometimes it would have a function, so I would have to search for that specific function name. Whereas right here, I could just search for the function key event, and then literally see all of them. And then if I want to see specific functionality, I see the name really quickly, and I could just go. Right there, and I'm there. Yeah. So I just gotta fill out the stuff to do. Which I'll do some other time, I guess. Now, if like for example, and to figure out other stuff I need to do, it just takes. I need to just look at the GitHub on my online editor and see. Think about what's necessary. Minimum thing I need to do to get running with it. I'm sorry, salt is just going up fast. I guess it isn't as worth as some of the more expensive ones. CRM on a climb would be amazing. Or PBL. Okay, that's good enough. Save here. Close everything. From client. Oh wow. Okay, client died.